I feel like for me, man, like I wasn't really trying to involve myself, with everything, especially in like music media in the last like 6 months. I usually try to kind of stay away from it, but this was kind of crazy just to see. Obviously, we knew Drake was suing UMG, defamation, a couple other things, saying that they were kind of lowballing him to promote Kendrick in a sense. And I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, so I'm on both sides, but this is definitely more leaning towards like Drake has to stop. And this is coming from you guys know, like I don't even have to explain myself. Like I'm a huge Drake fan. All right, like if you've been watching my channel for years, I've been doing this now with 9 years, now 8 years. You guys know that I am the biggest Drake fan, and when it comes to defending Drake, I'm always going to, I'm gonna be a little unbiased. But I just feel, or I'm be a little biased, my bad. But I just feel like, man, you just see all the things that are happening, and it's not even the beef at this point that's really kind of ruining Drake. I just think that's everything that's happened following the beef is what's really gotten bad. Now, I understand, man, when the whole world is calling you, a pedo, and I get it, and you gotta defend your name, and I understand what you're trying to say, like UMG's maybe, promoting this, but at the same time too, man, you got to look at it's a double-edged sword, and it's a little bit hypocritical. Like they're still streaming Family Matters. They're still streaming a lot of Drake, a lot of the Drake disses. You can still listen to them on Spotify. So I think that already right there just shows like, what are you talking about? It's not really the labels. I mean, it's like the right message, but the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he should be going at UMG. If anything, he should be going at Kendrick, which he won't. We all know why. That'll make him definitely just look bad. And you should be getting mad at the public, really. And look, we live in an era of internet. All right, it's the society of internet negativity. I get it. They are going to latch on to it. People got to work 9 to 5. They be on their break just thinking about the whole beef and what they gonna chime in on Twitter and say for the day. I get it. I understand. But you got to understand, when this beef happened, I always say whoever had the banger and whoever was, whether it was true or not, that's not what wins beefs. All right. What wins beefs is storyline. Storyline, hit songs, catchy hooks. That's what's going to win the beef. It is always show no lyrical, spiritual shit was going to win the beef. It was going to be some shit that was going to be a catchy phrase, and it was going to be a banger in the streets. That's literally what was going to win this beef, and that's exactly what happened. I'm doing a video, bro. My bad. So you guys got to think about it, man. When it comes to Drake, I just feel like he needs to stop. Like that will stop the bleeding. At the end of the day, he is still Drake. All of this shit will subside to a point. It will never go away, but it will subside to a point. I think the other thing that kind of irked me too, that I really want to make this video, is the fact that he's now mentioning reactors, which I think is the craziest. That's just crazy. Like, he's not suing reactors. I understand that. But for him to say, I think when I saw the legal document, it was saying that he was complaining that UMG was not doing their job. I'm breaking it down, like doing their job and copywriting Kendrick songs, which was allowing the reactors to make this even more public than it already was, which is kind of crazy. I kind of take that and slap in the face. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I feel like in the last 7, 8 years, 6 years actually, between streaming and the reaction community, they have helped a lot. You know what I'm saying? They have helped a lot, me, myself included. I'm not saying we are the reason you're driving and you're making crazy money, but I'm just saying in terms of free marketing, the reaction community has literally made its own thing. And for the new people that has been here now in the community for the last 4 years since COVID, I just feel like you see a lot of views going out, a lot of news outlets now, a lot of hip hop Twitter, a lot of new reaction channels. They have made artists, or even artists, go to the reactioners to make videos with them. That says a lot. All right. It's definitely free marketing. It's a lot of eyes and it's a lot of sway, from these reaction channels that you guys watch, whoever it is that you watch. And for him to say that, oh, like they're promoting, bad publicity and defamation, and they're allowing this to go on, I think that's just kind of soft, man. I think that really, like, Drake should just kind of cut it out. And, because if he won the beef, it would be the other way around. It's kind of crazy to kind of like even see this going on. Like, you got to understand, man. Drake lost. All right, it is what it is. We all understand that. Drake fans, the stands don't want to admit that. That's okay too. That they're going to defend what they want to defend. But as a fan of both and someone who was looking from the outside in, Drake lost that beef. All right, just from pure eyes, pure ears, not even like listening to the tracks, just from the feedback from the public. Drake lost that battle. All right, that is what it is. Kendrick has won. Drake has lost. All right, and I feel like he probably didn't expect for the A minor to go so crazy, not like us to go so crazy. He probably didn't expect what was going to come from that, and it's just crazy how you can see how the public, how the mass public can really, put you in the dirt if they really wanted you. Not saying figuratively and not saying financially either. I'm just saying from an image standpoint, they can really put you in the dirt if they want to come together. You know what I'm saying? Goes to show you what we could really do in America if a lot of people came together. Anyways, it's just crazy to think about, man, that Drake is really just kind of fallen to this point. And I didn't want to speak on it, but I had to say something, man. After I saw that with the whole reaction, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, it is not Screw Gene or RDC World or Shaq or Zeus or Kai Cenat or whoever you want to needle drop. It is not their fault that the public loved that song and they love that hook. And at the end of the day, I saw the video, crazy video, by the way. There's certain things, how you move, and people are they're gonna take that storyline and they're gonna push it no matter if it's true or not. That's why they always say be on your best behavior. You know what I'm saying? Do what you're supposed to do, and keep it as private as possible. Obviously, it's very impossible for Drake, but how he's moved in the recent years. I mean, while it definitely, isn't true. I mean, people are going to take what they're going to take, and that's what it is. So you kind of got to bite that bullet, Drizzy. I mean, I feel like Drizzy just got to bite that bullet, honestly. And, I feel like if you ask me looking from the outside in, he's having a hard time right now, I feel like, just because it's still continuing on. And another thing, too, I think, is he's just going to try to I think he's trying to not let him perform Not Like Us on the Super Bowl. Obviously, we know Super Bowl is the most watched sports event next to the World Cup. I believe it's top 3. Don't quote me on that. But for Kendrick to pay Not Like Us at the Super Bowl, at halftime, with the whole crowd saying A minor, what? Like, can you imagine that? Can you imagine a beef song being in the Super Bowl and being the highlight of the Super Bowl? I feel like that's in a sense, that's not career implosion, but like, man, like that would definitely make a mark in history. And I feel like maybe this is a plot to kind of just not make that happen, because I feel like that would not be a good PSA, a good just moment for Drake, at least. I just don't think it would be great. So, thinking about what could be next month, maybe this is why he's pushing it. There's a lot of speculations going on. But I just really wanted to talk about that whole reaction, just bringing that up, man. Like, it is not Mark's fault, Mark Phillips' fault, and Dez, and Dez playing you as Drake, that everybody just thinks what they think, and everybody is moving how they're moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the people chose, and the people made a choice, and it wasn't your side, and there's nothing you could really do about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, devil's advocate. Drake's still selling the most records, still moving the numbers because a lot of people listening to him. But the same thing goes right here. When the public speaks, the public speaks. And the public came to the conclusion that they was going to rock with this Kendrick song, and they was going to, say the line that they say in those songs about you. And I just think that you got to bite that bullet and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? At least you did the battle, I feel like. You could have just did things worse and just did like Cole. Cole. Come on. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about it, man. Honestly, like what do y'all really think Drake should do at this point? Because I feel like it's like he's beating a dead horse. I mean, at this point, with all the Instagram subliminals, if you're gonna drop a track, continue, just drop a track and continue it. I mean, if it's not over, it's not over, right? I mean, no more cheap shots. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it, and then if it's gonna stop, just end it. But I agree, Kendrick has won the beef. There's nothing really else to say. I will say that while Drake, it's funny because Drake is still the most streamed artist, I believe, and there could be a let's say theory, there could be a plot. I'm not taking that out of the equation either. There could be a plot where UMG and the record label are trying to knock him off his high horse since he's been on the top for so long, and they're trying to insert another artist to kind of take the place of that. Also trying to save them money so they don't got to pay him. I've heard that theory as well. He's so big right now that he's asking for so much money that UMG doesn't want to really pay that. So what other way to kind of knock that price down by attacking someone's character and in the eyes of everyone seeing that you're really not worth that much money because you're not the role model or not the person that we thought you were, right? It's just kind of just like, maybe that could be a thing. I'm not knocking that possibility out. Who knows? But I do feel like it's kind of just like a double-edged sword for Drake. He can't really go at Kendrick because he's gonna definitely look real weak if he did that. He's definitely not going at the little people. So the only person there is the big dogs, but the big dogs also support you as well. So I mean, you're still the top stream. They're still pushing your music out. I mean, they didn't really push Not Like Us out. The people were listening to Not Like Us. I mean, you heard the concert, the pop out. People was really singing along to that shit with a lot of soul and a lot of emphasis in their voice. They were screaming that shit. So the people love the song. That is what it is. There's nothing to hate. And people love Kendrick. That is also a reality that I think Drake has to understand. Like, they love Kendrick. And so you gotta take that to the ground, man. I just feel like, man, like Drake is just at this point, and this is coming from a true Drake supporter, he gotta relax, man. Like, he gotta just relax and just let it go. Like, let it go. He gotta let it go. Sorry, I just saw Frozen last night. But that's just how I feel about it, man. Let me know what y'all think Drake should do. Let me know what y'all feels of y'all opinions on this, man. Is he doing the right thing? Is he doing the wrong thing? I want to hear both sides. Again, this is no hate towards Drake. This is just kind of my opinion, looking at from the outside in, giving my 2 cents on it. So let me know what y'all think, man, for real. Because I'm just, dang. It's like every other week, it's like something new. It's like, dang, bro. Like, I can't defend that shit. Like, again, I'm just thinking about Mark Phillips making a skit, and then Drake mad about it, saying UMG, y'all gotta clap that. And you know what? I take it personal as well, bro. Like, I've been doing this now. Thank God for Patreon. Thank God for Twitch. I'm still paid off this shit. I'm able to do it because of y'all. So first of all, I appreciate you guys because of this or because of that. But like, you guys got to realize too, man, when the artists start talking about shit like UMG clap down, that is not what the reaction community wants. I speak for all the reaction communities. I know a lot of them. I got their numbers. I got, personal numbers. I know them. We talk about this shit. We don't want artists to be like, nah, we've been pushing for artists to collab and free. Recently it's been going great, paid sponsorships, all the shit, whatever you doing to get that bag. But like, we don't want UMG to start just blocking shit. It's hard enough already getting demonetized, and if I feel for the people that's not getting paid, that's getting hella views, but like, it's already hard on the reaction community. So just don't make it harder, especially from the big dog. If the big dog's saying y'all need to clap them videos, come on, man. That is not what we want. But man, like always, man, this boy Dev. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff on social media here. Hit up that Patreon if you want to see the full reactions. But till next time, man, we are out. Peace.